Welcome to The Lantern's Tale. Tonight's story is true, every word drawn from real events. Listen closely as we uncover the chilling crimes of the Bloody Benders. In the 1870s, the wild prairies of Kansas were a place of promise and peril. Travelers moving westward sought new beginnings. Some found them in the gentle curve of the plains, others found only death at the hands of the Bloody Benders. The Benders were a family of four: John and Elvira Bender and their two children, Kate and John Jr. They arrived in Labette County, Kansas, in 1870. Outwardly, they were a simple family of German immigrants, farmers who welcomed weary travelers with warm food and a place to rest. But behind those kind smiles lurked a darkness as vast as the prairie night. The Benders built a one-room cabin that served as both home and inn. The front was a store and dining area where they sold supplies to passers-by. A heavy canvas curtain separated it from their living quarters. It was here that the Benders' gruesome secrets were hidden. Travelers who stopped at the Benders' Inn never suspected they were being watched. Kate Bender, known for her beauty and charm, would engage guests in friendly conversation. Some said she claimed to be a healer, using spiritual seances to lure in the curious. But while Kate distracted them, the rest of the family prepared for the kill. The Benders had devised a brutal trap. Guests were seated at the head of the dining table, their backs to the curtain. As they ate, John Bender or his son would slip behind the curtain, armed with a hammer. With a single crushing blow to the skull, the victim was stunned. Then, Elvira would step forward with a blade to finish the job. The lifeless body would be dropped through a trapdoor beneath the table. In the dead of night, the family would bury the bodies in the orchard behind the house, rows of graves hidden beneath the Kansas soil. For years, travelers disappeared along the Osage Trail. Wagon trains spoke in hushed tones of bandits and outlaws, but no one suspected the kindly Bender family. It wasn't until 1873 that the horror was revealed. Dr. William York, searching for his missing brother, vanished near the Benders' Inn. His disappearance sparked a massive search. The townspeople, suspicious of the Benders' sudden disappearance, entered the cabin. What they found was a scene from a nightmare. Beneath the trapdoor lay a pit, reeking of death. In the orchard, shallow graves gave up their secrets, 11 bodies unearthed, though many believed the true number was far higher. The victims were men and women, young and old. Each one had trusted the Benders' promise of food and shelter. The family was gone, vanished into the endless frontier. Some claimed to have seen them in Texas or Colorado. Others said vigilantes caught them and delivered a justice the law never could. No one knows the fate of the Bloody Benders. They disappeared as completely as their victims, swallowed by the wild lands of the American West. Their story became a dark legend, proof that evil can wear a friendly face. To this day, the land where the Benders' cabin once stood is said to be cursed. Travelers report strange sounds in the wind, echoes of the victims' final cries, forever carried across the Kansas plains. The Bloody Benders remind us that sometimes the most horrifying monsters are not spirits or shadows, but people who smile and open their doors to you before taking everything. Thank you for listening to The Lantern's Tale. If you enjoyed this true story, join us next time, if you dare.